All right, so we're looking at another dramatic price hike in all grades of petrol tonight at midnight. And of course, the price changes on the Wednesday of every month. The government has reduced its support down by half. And then, of course, we have higher global oil prices, a lower rand. And this is just a toxic storm for motorists, for taxi passengers. Patricia Virsagie has been at petrol stations. Patricia, earlier you were saying that the queues weren't hectic. What you seeing now?
Well, earlier, not so hectic, so it really comes and go. It's not consistent, but a few minutes ago, it was a really a different scene from what you're observing right now. There were actually a lot of long queues, in particular, a lot of taxis that stopped here. Of course, them also trying to just take advantage of the fuel price before it goes up at midnight. So right now, things have toned down, but nevertheless, many South Africans still coming here, obviously trying to also making sure that they still get a bit of the petrol price before it goes up again. So I just want again to engage South Africans as they have to deal with the alarming fuel hikes in the country. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining us. You're a driver. You have to deal with this nightmare. How are you feeling today?
It's hectic. It's hectic. So today we're just trying to get those last drops while the price is still at where it is. Not that it's low, but better than tomorrow. So we're just getting it today to push and hope that it will get better. We hope that the government will at some point listen and just give us a bit of a break like they did earlier on in the first quarter of the year. So we're hoping for that. Fingers crossed.
As we have been asking many South Africans that, the petrol price is just one part of this dilemma. It affects so many aspects of, in particular, ordinary South Africans' lives. How is your cost of living affected by this?
Here, okay, so things have changed. The grocery basket has changed. One had to tone down because you cannot do both. Now that we are back in the offices most of the time, most of the days, you can't keep your grocery basket the same as it has been before. You have to, one way or the other, change something. You can't change work, so you have to change the grocery basket. You have to change other things, the lifestyle that you are living, just tone it a bit down because with the hike of the petrol, a lot of things have gone up, like a lot. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Francis. They're one of the motorists, as she said, just trying to take advantage of these few hours before the petrol price goes up further. And she puts it beautifully, not that it is that much low anyway, but trying to just save those extra rents. As you would know, that it's not just about the petrol price, food, electricity, everything is really just making things very difficult for many South Africans. And I must say, this is one of the busiest petrol stations in Pretoria, and perhaps because it is in close proximity to the highway, the N4, the N1, so it's also a pit stop. Hence, we see a lot of buses and a lot of taxis that are stopping here. As I said earlier, there was a lot of a long queue here, a convoy of many buses and taxis. So it comes and go. Just to give you, a long shot of what is happening here. And I must say, I've been watching the petrol tenants doing their job. They've been on their feet, so they've got a lot to deal with today ahead of the fuel price. As many motorists are coming in, just here another convoy that is slowly forming as motorists are coming in. We're just going to turn the camera slowly just so that you can see how the cars are trickling in here as many South Africans are obviously rushing to the pumps ahead of that fuel hike that we are expecting at midnight. And Francis rightly put, businesses that are also complaining, and the issue around unemployment also being affected by the high petrol price, inequality as well. So there are a lot of social related problems that are directly linked to the fuel hike. But on that note, we will toss it back to you, Francis.
All right, thank you very much. Monitoring the petrol stations in Pretoria, that was SABC reporter Patricia Virsagie. And of course, just a reminder, 93 unleaded goes up by R2.37. That means you'll be paying R26.31 in Gauteng. 95 will rise by R2.57. So you're closer to R27. We're getting to R30 per litre if the hikes continue.